Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Akim Nakwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, Could This Be the Next 2020? Or maybe something bigger? Right? Now, this is something that's been appearing in the news over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I don't know. You know, it could be something, it could be nothing. But they keep on talking about it over and over and over again. And I guess the latest update, and of course we're talking about the bird flu. All right, the bird flu, and it's been rumored for forever, right? There's been talks of the bird flu forever. But I guess now it's saying that it spread to milk now. So they found traces of it. All right, they said there's little risk of transmission in eggs and milk because you need to have direct contact with the infected animal itself. Now, that's what they're saying right now. Now, it's saying, it says, here it is. This is 2 hours ago. I don't know if this is a new update on whatever this is going on. But it's saying that H5N1 avian flu spreads from birds to cows to U.S. milk to humans. Okay, that's what they're saying. The Washington Post, of course, we got that one up. It's saying what consumers should know about the milk testing positive for bird flu. And this is a relatively new update, all right, that milk is testing positive for bird flu now. All right, and I want to see what people have to say. Let's see. See what people have to say. Person said, I'm certainly feeling more unsettled than I was yesterday. It wouldn't benefit anything for anybody to freak out. Moving logically is always the right option with dealing with this shit, but I feel like I ought to speed up some of my prep timeline a little. Right? Because they're worried about another shutdown, right? I know this sounds stupid, but if the virus was 100% no longer infectious, would drinking milk be sort of a, you see it, would your immune system build up a defense against it? That's what they're asking, because people are afraid of it, right? This could be something, it could be nothing. It's just one of those things, you know, you're hearing more about, you know, events like these than you've ever heard. This person, you know, this is Homestead. It says, please be careful. It's spreading and has already passed to humans in several known instances. I would suggest now is a good time to take a break from raw milk of any kind and use home pasteurization. I wonder what the impact of this is on aged raw milk cheeses. Does the fermentation process deactivate the virus, or is this now another risk we need to watch out for? It says, let's see. You know, a lot of people are talking about it. All right. Let's see. And it could be something like this. Look what this guy said. Now, Homestead, these are guys, you know, like it says, homesteading farmer. So this is like Reddit full of farmers, right? It says, so bird flu can be pasteurized out of raw milk, but it can't be cooked out of chicken meat. And we have to wait 10 of millions of pounds of meat. Basically saying, you know, they're getting rid of meat. All right, they're getting rid of, I don't know if they're going around, because from time to time they'll go to farmers and say, hey, you got to get rid of this shit. And I wonder if this could all be just a setup for that as well to induce a famine. That could be another thing. All right. So you see it, you know. I mean, that's another thing. It says bird flu has a high lethality. Bird flu ain't like bird flu isn't like you know, that one thing that happened in 2020. Bird flu, as they say, is pretty deadly. All right. How deadly is bird flu? All right, it says although avian influenza viruses usually do not infect people, there have been some rare cases of human infection with these viruses. It says illness in humans from avian influenza virus infections have ranged in severity to no symptoms or mild illness to severe disease that resulted in death. So it sounds pretty much like, the whole 2020 situation, as a matter of fact. So, but it's been talked of as of lot for the past, month or two. All right, they're worried. They're all worried about it. So, again, could this be the next 2020, or maybe something bigger, or maybe nothing at all, or maybe nothing at all? We're just reporting on it from a biblical standpoint, right? It could be maybe nothing. Maybe it's nothing at all, right? Or maybe it's something. Who knows? It's something to be mindful of, right? So, and it's just one of those things. If it happens, it happens. It doesn't, it doesn't. I just hope that, I got a travel coming up, Lord willing, in a month to go, visit some family. Hopefully they don't try to shut shit down. If it happens, it happens. I just hope they don't try to, do something stupid about it, like they did early stages with the shutdown. Now, at some point, we needed the shutdown. The shutdown was fine. I didn't really particularly mind it. People need to go and be able to get food. All right. I don't really care about any of the other people in the world, but, us brothers and sisters. But hey, things got to get shut down for, the Lord's prophecies to fulfill. So hey, they got to happen, right? Could this be something? Maybe. Could it be nothing? Maybe. We don't know. It's saying federal agencies with competing interests are slowing the country's ability to track and control an outbreak of highly virulent bird flu that for the first time is infecting cows in the United States, according to government officials and health and industry experts. See, it's not like the usual bird flu. It's infecting these cows, right? That could lead for a way for human transmission, right? It says the response has echoes of the early days of 2020. Bam, look at that. I didn't even read that part. It says when the you-know-what began its deadly march around the world. Today, some officials and experts express frustration that more livestock herds aren't being tested for avian flu, and that when tests and epidemiological studies are conducted, results aren't shared fast enough or with enough detail. They fear that delays could allow the pathogen to move unchecked and potentially acquire the genetic machinery needed to spread swiftly among people. One dairy worker in Texas has already fallen ill amid the outbreak, the second U.S. case ever of this type of bird flu. So, it's the second case ever of this type, and they say this one's, highly virulent. All right, so it's spreading fast. So could it be something? Absolutely. Could it be nothing? Absolutely. We don't know. At the end of the day, hey, whatever happens, all right? So let's get Matthew 24:7, all right, which is in red letter, so it's Yahushua speaking, all right? Of course, we can actually read up from the top, and we might as well. Starting with verse 1, we've done it multiple times, and we'll continue to do it, Lord willing, right? Matthew chapter 24 and verse 1, it says, and Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Verse 3. Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Verse 4. And Yahushua said unto them, take heed. So he spoke back to them, and they were asking, what are the signs of your coming? All right, because when you leave, you're gonna come back. How are we gonna know when you're gonna come back? What type of things are gonna be going on? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, verse 4, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. He's saying there's gonna be many false anointeds, all right, many false Christs, as plainly written. All right, people saying that they're him when they're not. There's going to be many people like that. That's one of the first warnings. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay, so what are you hearing right now? All right, you're hearing of war in Ukraine. You're hearing of war in Russia. You hear of war in Palestine and Israel. All right, you're hearing of Iran getting involved and hopping onto that. You're hearing of, war, rumors of wars, with China and North Korea wanting to start and get involved in some stuff. Right, you're hearing a lot of different things pop off, man. Okay, you're hearing a lot of different things pop off. Verse 7, for a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So there you go, verse 7, and that's the point of the lesson. And of course, verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. See, these are the beginning of sorrows, man. They're the beginning of things to come. Okay. And again, there shall be famines and pestilences. Okay. And we've seen, many versions of these, such as with the 2020 event. All right. But they're only going to multiply and get worse and worse as the end comes. So could this be something? Could it be the next 2020? Could it be the something bigger? Or could it be something nothing at all? Who knows? We don't know. What are the chances of them doing another shutdown high? Eventually, they probably will, do another shutdown for whatever purpose. All right, whether it's another, because they've already been talking about this disease X. All right, this dis-ease, all right, or disease. All right, disease X. All right, what is disease X? And of course, they were talking about it. So it says disease X is a placeholder concept that refers to a pandemic pathogen that has not yet been characterized. Okay, it's basically a pre-plan, they're trying to plan for disease X, right? What they say is that they're trying to plan to be prepared for when this new unknown disease, whatever it may be, whether it's the bird influenza or who knows, something new comes along that comes away, it doesn't take them blindsided like the 2020 event did. Okay, that's what they say they're doing. Now, is that what they're doing? Of course, I can't speak on it too much because YouTube doesn't like that. But who knows? They could be doing something nefarious behind the scenes. Who knows? You don't know. We don't know. I can't say 100% because, of course, that YouTube wouldn't like that. But could they be? I'd think about it, right? You should be able to get what I'm understanding. You should be able to understand what I'm spitting out, right? You should be able to get it, all right? Speaking in code, but you should be able to get it, right? So, here's one. Do we already get this one? Okay, so this says USDA believes bird flu in dairy cows is not spreading from cow to cow directly because the virus is concentrated in the udder. That's what they're saying. It says this seems like bullshit along the lines of what is not airborne. So how the fuck is it spreading across different herds is what it says. Birds, obviously. A lot of different people are talking about it. It says, I've been feeling slightly more optimistic, but do you all honestly think this is bullshit? If so, why? It says, sure, this is like how what isn't airborne, so 6 feet away will keep you safe. Way to gaslight everyone. This person said, man, this is going to be an exact repeat of last time. This person said, oh no, it could be much worse. Okay, so people are worried. People are getting panicky about it. People are worrying about it. Am I worried about it? Not really. They shut shit down. That means I get to get, money to stay at home and not do shit. All right, so I won't be too upset about it. That's what happened the first time, at least, when I was working at a GameStop, and I got to just stay home. And they just, they just said, the company didn't say, but everyone was just saying, get pandemic unemployment and just chill. And that's exactly what my ass did. I got pandemic unemployment and chilled. You know what the damn shame is that I was making more money. I was making maybe $400 to $500, maybe $600 a paycheck. All right, at the time. Okay, maybe $700, $800 a paycheck. I was struggling bad during that time, man. And my rent was $600 that I had to pay with the people that I was living with. So I only had maybe 20 or something, $30 to even get food and live, through get to my next paycheck, man, living paycheck to paycheck. And then the pandemic hit. I went on that unemployment, that pandemic unemployment. All right, and because our GameStops were closed, man, they were closed. They weren't open. They weren't essential. And I was getting $715 a week. That's over $1,400 a month. All right, and you best damn well bet I was mad when that ended because I'm still not making that much money. I'm at a different job now, but I'm still not making that much money, man. That money was crazy. And on top of that, we got like 3 stimulus checks. Okay, that money was crazy. All right, which shows you they could afford to pay us like that. And it's just a damn shame that I was getting paid more to sit at home, play video games, and do nothing at all. And instead of going to work and busting my ass off, I get paid less. It's just stupid, man. So don't threaten us with a great time and staying home, being with our families and our pets, and being able to do lessons all day. Don't threaten us with a good time, right? So like I said, the only thing that the only when I heard about this, the only thing that I even thought about in a oh shit light was, oh shit, I got that trip next month. But hey, whatever happens, man. It's the Lord's plans, not mine. I'm not making plans. Now, would I like to go? Of course I'd like to go. But if the Lord has other motives and other plans, hey, let it be done, right? That's just how it goes. Or if it can pop off when I'm over there, that's a more conservative state. All right, if it pops off while I'm over there, and maybe we can stay in our hotel because we got a decent hotel. Maybe we could just stay in our hotel and just isolate over there. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? It could be something. It could be nothing. We don't know. All right, but the idea of a shutdown doesn't really scare us. We've been through it. These people are freaking out. Me personally, I'm kind of a homebody anyway. Most of my free time is sat around, either playing video games or watching TV, or I used to read occasionally, but I don't do a whole lot of going out and partying it up and going to bar. I don't go to bars at all. Actually, I don't even drink like that. So you're not threatening us with all my ideas of a good time is mostly staying home, chilling, sitting in bed, watching TV. I can watch football and sports at home unless they cancel that. Which they didn't during the 2020 thing, so I imagine they wouldn't for this year. But if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't, right? So, hey, man, you can't threaten us with something we've already been through. And a matter of fact, we got to spend more time with our family. We got to get more money, all right? And we got to, rest, get a little bit of rest. There's a good little break period. So you can't threaten us with something like that, all right? But we know there's, ulterior motives going on behind the scenes. What for what purpose or for why, fear-mongering, who knows? They want you to get that thing. They want you to get that digital device, okay? That digital device mentioned in Revelation. You know what we're talking about, all right? That RFID chip, right? That's what they're talking about. That really ultimately the mark of the beast, and that's what the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, right? That digital device that they can control you with. All right, find out, how many times per minute you breathe, right? All these different things. So, 2nd Esdras 16 and 19 through 16 and 20. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. And you see how it was, during the demic, and people were afraid, they were fearful, all right, and that's what it was. There was famine and plague, all right. Now it was mini famine, mini plague, all right. But I mean, for the grand scale of things, the 2020 event was, I guess it was considered like the biggest one ever. Like really. That thing wiped the whole world out, man. Well, not wiped it out, but shut it down, man. Shut shit down. All right. I remember what Madison Square Garden area looked like, looking at live cameras and like the all around the New York. All right. There was nobody, man. And those ones you always see in the movies with people. Hey, I'm walking in. Get out of my way, you fucking jag off. All those different people, and you saw like maybe 1 or 2 people walking. All right, on those cameras. It was crazy. All right, slack you for the New York brothers for that, overcharacterization of a New York man, right? That's not, they're not always like that, right? That's more like old school Bronx, right? But hey, man, it was wild, man. And here in Vegas, the strip was completely dead. It was wild seeing it, But you also see the toll that human population has on this environment as well, because there were certain lakes that returned blue again. All right, they turned blue or green when they were murky or brown. Like if you looked up that canal in Paris, was it Paris or Italy? St. Martin Canal. I guess it was in Venice. There was a couple other places in Italy. It says water in Venice, Italy's canals clear amid what lockdown. So they went completely, they looked blue again. They looked good again, showing you that it's the people around polluting the land and just being disgusting, man. All right. Venice Grand Canal. What does it look like? Now they always make it look a different type of way. I wonder if it's, I wonder if they've kept it clear now. Who knows? But you see it, man. You see it. So could it be something? Yeah. Could it be nothing? Absolutely. All right. And we saw many, famine. All right. Some of the you weren't able to find toilet paper. Everybody remembers that, right? Toilet paper, food. Some places didn't have as much as they usually did. All right, because a lot of people were overly stocking up. All right, but hey, that's famine. All right, and of course the plague. So could it be another event? It could be. Who knows? We're waiting to see. All right, now it could just be. It could end up just turning out to be nothing like the monkeypox. All right, that was a big thing for a while. Oh, monkeypox, monkeypox. All right, and that turned out to be nothing really. You know, just mostly around the Mo community. All right, there's a couple other that turned out to be nothing as well, I think, but mostly the monkeypox. So could this be something like that? Yeah, you know, who knows? Could be fear mongering, could be, you know, getting people prepared or whatever it is, right? And but what is the reason they're happening, right? As it says in the end of verse 19, behold, verse 19, 2 Ezra 16:19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, all right? And we read this the other day, all right? Scourges for amendment. They're sent, all right, as just like the same reason your dad whoops your ass. All right, whoops your ass and you say, oh, I'm going to stop doing that. All right, you're going to change your ways. You're going to amend your ways. You're going to stop doing those things. All right, like it says in verse 20, though, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. All right, they're going to keep on doing wickedness. You know how much money was probably made by OnlyFans content creators during the demic, all right, during the lockdown. They're probably like, oh, shit, this is great for me, you know, because everyone's stuck inside. You know, they're like, oh, shit, what am I going to do? And you know what people are going to do. I'm not going to say it, but you know what some dudes are going to do. All right, they're going to be sitting there, you know, watching. I'll just say, you know, what they're doing. Watching porn, doing some shit that, you know, that they're doing. So they probably made a lot of different money. A lot of different customers and a lot of, you know, new different people that came in and saw their stuff. No pun intended. Right? So 2 Ezra 15 and 49 says, and this is all the Lord's doing. Everything's controlled by the Lord. All right, a lot of people hate to agree with that. They hate to see it, but it is the Lord that's doing those things. All right, it says, I will. The Lord's the one saying it. 2 Ezra 15 and 49, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. This is a prophecy. All right, this is something that's gonna happen. All right, it's not something that may or may not happen. It's going to happen. Okay, and there's many different plagues, and they're always popping up and going around and up and down, and all around, right? So you know, the Lord is making these people, you know, ill with these plagues, and they come and they go. And the ones we've seen so far have been nothing. Could this be the next big thing? This H5N5 or H5N1 or whatever they're calling it now, because I know H1N1. I remember that one because I grew up during that one. That was the swine flu. All right, and I remember getting that. I'm not gonna even mention that, but I'll just mention, you know, they brought us all to the gym. All right, and they had a stage in the gym, or no, Slovakia, the cafeteria, and the cafeteria had a stage in it. All right, that was also used for like plays and stuff like that, I believe. And they gave us something, all right, that was supposed to help, all right, us not get it, all right. And in order for us to be in school, they said your kids have to get this. And then after that, I was fine, and then after that, I got ill. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say. All right, I'm not saying that necessarily that's what happens when you do those things or get those things. I'm just saying that was my personal experience. All right, again, I'm not a doctor, you know, yada yada yada, not giving medical advice, all that. You know what to say. All right, you know, you'll make your own choices at the end of the day. All right, you remember how it went in 2020? We told you. All right, we told you certain things. All right, if you don't remember it, then hey, maybe go look for those videos and see what we told you. Okay, Matthew 16 and 2. Through verse 3. All right. Verse 2. He answered and said unto them. So we'll pause on that for a minute. You know, maybe we'll even grab a couple different scriptures. Let's see if I can get them. There's a one to grab. Bear with me. Let me see if I can get it. We'll get this. A couple other ones I want to grab too, but we'll read this for now. Okay, so this is 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 19. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Right, we got that. But for all these things, that's not the one I wanted. Why didn't it? 1 minute. I highlighted the wrong one. Slakia. I was like, wait a minute, we just read that. This is what I wanted. Verse 49. Alright, Slakia. Brother. Ooh. Slakia. So 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 49. It says, I will send plagues upon thee. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death. All right. And didn't we already get that one as well? This isn't the one I want. Where'd it go? I just had it highlighted and it's... Oh, it's up. That's not it either. Where in the world? Here it is. Slakia. I'm all over the place. Slakia. I need to slow down and see what I'm typing in. 2nd Esdras 16 and 1. This is the right one. This is the one I wanted. All right. Woe unto thee, Babylon in Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. All right. This is all over basically, right? It says, gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? There you go. Boom. And all these, the Lord's, sending these things, and people don't really care until it happens. And the funny thing about it is that during the demic, all right, people were awfully quiet. The scoffers kind of quieted down. All right, they quieted down. And our videos were getting taken down en masse. All right, big time, man, big time. Channels, we lost a lot of brothers' channels, that they've had for quite a bit. All right, those were gone. I haven't seen as much happening as it was during the demic, man. During the demic, bam, 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 left, right, left, right, left, right. All right, I think I know Elder Apostle Gabar lost a page. Elder Apostle Tahar, I believe, lost a page as well. I don't know if that was during or shortly after. I know Elder Manatazapa, I think he lost 1 or 2 pages. I know he at least lost 1. He might have lost 2. Samak Ephraim, Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp, he lost a page. I can't remember if Elder Hawad lost a page. I'm not sure if he did or not. I can't name all but there was a lot of different brothers that lost pages during those times, man. And then shortly after that, I don't know if it was during or shortly after, the elder brother, Elder Yashawamba's 2 through and info pages went down. All right, they took those down. So, man, it's just it's wild. It's just wild. That's just how they do it. So, but the thing was, there wasn't many scoffers. All right, and you still had the occasional bug out scoffer, but the scoffers were real quiet during that time because they were afraid. And as soon as the pandemic ended, they went right back to scoffing. We knew you were wrong. Nah, you were afraid. Your bitch ass was afraid. Admit you were scared. You were scared. You were afraid. When the shit goes down, they know they're afraid, man. They know they're afraid when the shit goes down. All right, so let's get there's another one. These 3 men. Here it is. This is what we're gonna get. Bam, we're gonna get this, and then we got a couple more, and then we're gonna close out. So 13. So Ezekiel chapter 14 and 13. Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out mine hand upon it, and will break the staff of bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. All right, there you go. All right, so you heard that. Though these 3 men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were representatives of the elect, were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, saith the Lord. If I cause noisome beasts to pass through the land, and they spoil it, so that it be desolate, and that no man may pass through because of the beast, though these 3 men were in it, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters, they only shall be delivered, but the land shall be desolate. Or, if I bring a sword upon that land, and say, sword, go through the land, that's, basically, extreme violence, so that I cut off man and beast from it, Though these 3 men were in it, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters, but they only shall be delivered themselves. Here's the point for this lesson. Or if I send a pestilence into that land and pour out my fury upon it in blood to cut off from it man and beast, though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, they shall deliver neither son nor daughter. They shall but deliver their own souls by their righteousness. There you go. All right. And we'll continue 22. Or actually, it says, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, how much more when I send my 4 sore judgments upon Jerusalem, the sword, the famine, and the noisome beast, and the pestilence, to cut off from it man and beast. Yet behold, therein shall be left a remnant. A remnant's the elect, all right? Elect men, women, and children, all right? Just because it says, they're going to live themselves, not their nor son or daughter. That's not speaking about, that women and children can't be saved. It's not talking about that. It's just, they were of the elect, right? It says, a remnant shall be brought forth, both sons and daughters. Behold, they shall come forth unto you, and ye shall see their way and their doings, and ye shall be comforted concerning the evil I have brought upon Jerusalem, even concerning all that I have brought upon it. And they shall comfort you when ye see their ways and their doings, and ye shall know that I have not done without cause all that I have done in it, saith the Lord Yahweh. Okay, so everything has a cause and a reason and a purpose. So let's get Matthew 16:2-3. Verse 2, it said, and because you got to be watching and listening for these type of things. Could it be something? Yeah. Could it be nothing? Yeah. It could be something just as much as it could be nothing, man. That could be nothing. You're right. But it could be something too by that same mindset. That same, whatever you want to call it, by those same means. All right. If it's something, it can also be nothing. And if it's nothing, it could also be something. Right? Number 2, verse 2, 16:2, Matthew 16:2 to be specific. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can you not discern the signs of the times? Slakia, let me read that again. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? You can look up in a cloud and say, oh, that looks like a rain cloud, but you can't look around and say, hey, we're in the end days, look at all these things that are happening or could be happening soon. You don't do it that way. You scoff and you mock instead, all right, until it happens, and then you get scared of shit and you come over and start watching the videos. That's what you do. The Psalms 37:7, and then we're going to go ahead and close out. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Okay? And so we got to wait, man. We got to wait patiently for the Lord. Could this be something? Yeah. Could it be nothing? Yeah. All right. But at the end of the day, we got to wait for the Lord. All right. And we talked about this the other day with, the enemies. They're going to look like they're prospering. Everything's going to look like it's going way better for them. All right. And it might be. All right. You got to realize this world is set up for them, not for us. Right? So, but guess what? When the end comes, it's going to be way, way, way worse for them and way, way, way better for us, Lord willing, we're part of the elect. And in the kingdom, we're going to be doing just fine, and they won't be doing just fine. All right? So could this be the next 2020? Or maybe something bigger? Or maybe nothing at all? Who knows? But it's something to stay mindful of and think about it. Keep it in the mind, who knows? It just shows you, if anything, it shows you, how many, little diseases are running rampant all over this place. Because of just bad, it's really the Lord, all right, that's doing it. So I'm not going to even say, bad infrastructure. No, it's just the Lord that's doing it. And the bad infrastructure is happening because the Lord wants to bring things out of that. So with that, that pretty much sums up the lesson. With that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.